Live.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Good.
Where have you been, AZ Mick? A stream's not a stream until you make a comment.
Man, a couple
Live.
people.
New Orleans, Washington. It's Tuesday morning live.
A couple people were
All the
very.
ships at sea.
A couple people in the comments were very upset on my live stream that I had Rob there again.
Why?
Because Rob and I.
One person says something, and it's everybody.
No, two people did.
Two people say something, and it's.
I didn't know it. Two people said it.
I had people contact me, but I won't say who.
And what are the complaints regarding Rogue?
Well, basically,
too much Mazzy, not
I
enough
had to do
Harry,
something
not
new.
enough
Well,
Rob.
I thought I had a lot of other new people on. I said Rob's a moderator, and he contributed greatly to. We talked about jazz when I was talking about the beat thing, so I brought him up during the jazz segment. I mean, it wasn't a defensive; it's just a fact,
I got a private note from Mazzy saying never again.
I didn't say that.
I got one that said, "Please help."
I'm always up. Cape Cod Ken. I'm always here with Rob and the boys. It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Do you know where your children are?
Yeah, right.
So I was originally planning to do a classical auction on Sunday, and then realized it's the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Well, classical people don't watch the Super Bowl.
I understand that, but I do. So Saturday morning, we're doing the auction, 11 a.m. Pacific.
Okay.
And Poetry will join me to correct my mispronunciations. Hey, this is funny. There's this dude. I'm on the classical group on Facebook, and generally it's
You're everywhere, Rob.
Generally, it's a nice place. You post an album, people comment, inform you. There's this dude. I don't know where he's from. He's not from the U.S.
Does he look like a lady?
No.
Okay.
But he, there. Believe it or not, in the classical world, there's pompous people.
What?
What?
I thought that was only the Prague world.
I thought that was only here.
And the guy. So generally, I'll post 1959 pressing. He goes, well, you can't really know when an album was pressed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was that his voice from his typing?
No, here's how I know. He goes, English is not. I called him a windbag, which is my go-to term for people who just seem to want to hear themselves talk. So windbag.
That guy?
The guy goes, English is not my first language. I had to look up what a windbag was, which was a victory for me.
Wow.
Rob, you cause trouble everywhere you go.
This dude is horrible. Horrible person. And I said, dude, just connect with people. Make a comment that I don't know, and I'll thank you.
Too many open.
Wait. Rob is saying, just connect with
people. Go.
There's too many opuses and Kirkles, and it's opus 47 to Kirkle, whatever.
This classical group is generally people are nice. They like. Okay, so here's what I did to fuck with this dude. The group. What did I do?
You don't fuck with people in the classical world, Rob.
Listen, I have to have my fun. So I posted an album, but I put 1875. It's a blueback London, and I put 1875 magenta back record, blah blah blah, to fuck with him. And he goes, I don't believe 1875 was the date that they put out records. It's just like it went over his head. And then it's hysterical what people look. No one read it. They just liked my post. About 20 people liked the post and one guy pointed out,
that's amazing right there.
He goes, I think you have
20 people that like classical music.
I think you have the date
like
wrong.
Rob's comment.
I think you have the date wrong, and I believe it's a blueback.
Did any of this really happen, Rob, or did you dream it? Or
I'm not like you.
Where I'm working on shtick.
Yes. I get
As opposed
text
to
from
having to
Jim.
stick up your
I get
ass.
text from Jim. I'm gonna do this, and this.
You know, the California, I worked for the California record chain. My first job was the Warehouse Records out of Southern California, but they had a lot of stores. They ended up buying the chain that I worked after that record factory. But the best education I got from them, it was a stupid thing they did, in my opinion, but all their classical sections were by label in order, number order, that, and you had to use a Schwann catalog. Remember the Schwann catalogs
Schwann's?
to look up. The Schwann catalog came out monthly. It's
What?
mostly classical,
That's the
classical and
easiest way to
soundtracks.
find classical
We talked
music.
about this before.
Yeah, but
Classical is the only section in a record store that no one has decided the right way to organize them.
yeah, but we see someone would come in and say, okay, I want Beethoven's Symphony 9, whatever.
Yeah.
You couldn't just go to the Beethoven section. Like, well, do you want a Deutsche Grammophon? Do you want an Angel? Do you want a Seraphim budget? Do you want a, you had to kind of know. And then, so I learned a lot, even though I didn't hear everything. I learned a lot about the labels, the numbers, the von Karajan, the Nazi is on Deutsche Grammophon, and Ormandy is Columbia, and Seiji Ozawa, well, depending on whether it was Boston or San Francisco, whatever. So it was Schwann, Schwan. They're kind of the original ones were cool, kind of mid-century covers, but it was
They're up here too. They sell ice cream.
Question. I kind of believe maybe label is probably the best way to set up classical.
Because you don't know if it's the conductor, if it's the orchestra.
Rob, it's only the best way if you're selling to a classical audience who knows it. A lot of people will come in and I heard Pachelbel's Canon in D. Well, because rock stations play Pachelbel's Canon in D. And so how do I
that's
find...
why you work there, so they can come to you and say,
that's true. So
hold on. Have you been to a record store? Have you looked in the classical section? It's not like they have everything.
No, not anymore.
And when they organize by, I guess, composer, that's the way I see most.
Yeah.
But it's still I looked for one guy that the violinist or the celloist. I'm sorry, the celloist. So,
how can you make a mistake like that?
I don't know.
You call yourself a classical,
but he's not listed by him. There's some.
I played violin. I did. I was a violinist for a while.
Here's a sample cover, and there was they were like the size of TV Guide, sort of, a little bit, maybe a little taller, and paperback.
I can tell you. So I was
right
going
next to the Dewey Decimal System.
Yesterday. I've been going through cleaning and grading and blah 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 and identifying, and I had a stack for poetry, and me and him were talking yesterday, and I'm deciding what I'm keeping. Because I listen to stuff and people go, well, that's one of the best albums ever. And I go, it doesn't connect with me. But I picked up this one, which is a very desirable record.
Oh, that's a cheesecake cover.
Yeah, this is considered audiophile.
Yeah,
and
okay.
This is an OG copy stereo, and it really does.
Well, Carmen's
I've been listening to a lot lately, and this is distinctly
Carmen's a very famous piece.
Well, I understand, but I have another Carmen right here. I have this Martin Gould Carmen on.
See, those pieces of music like that are the ones that people know about because they were used
they know
in movies.
But
yeah.
If you listen to this, you'll go, it's really what we're talking about with mastering engineers, and we go, wow, Kevin Gray really knows how to do that. This record is different than a lot of the stuff I'm listening to audio wise. Like you could just the cymbals they just hit differently. If you ever see a copy of this and you're not into classical music, listen to this because it's just so well recorded. And this is like 1959. It's crazy how good this is.
Apparently, Rob.
I don't think that was released in 1959.
Yeah, no, hold on. You have to do this.
Did they even have records in 1959?
I don't know what the wing bag is.
No, but my generation got into it. A couple things for me, and I think I did a video when Michael Poetry stayed here And I had him go through my collection, my meager. I have 150 classical records, maybe. And he pulls some things out, and I had him review them, from his point of view. It was kind of fun. But my whole thing, obviously, early on, the Beatles help. It always comes back to the Beatles with Beethoven's Ninth and Wagner's.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't always come back to the Beatles.
With me, it does. Wagner's Prelude to Act 3, Lohengrin there. And also,
that's how you keep the tiger calm.
2001: A Space Odyssey. It's pretty out there. Aside from the Blue Danube, Strauss, the other Strauss and the other pieces of music are pretty out there, like modern classical music. But I got into that album so much.
How else, Matt? How else did you get into it?
Clockwork Orange. Obviously switched on Bach.
Right.
I mean, through the electronic, through the.
For me, my introduction to classical music was in the 3rd grade. They stuck a violin in my hand. And for the next year, I tried to get past playing Santa Lucia. And then
that's not exactly classical music.
And then, my teacher was a guy by the name of Browning, whose son was Robert Browning Jr., very famous piano player. And my father came to pick me up from a violin lesson, and I saw him look at my teacher, and my teacher looked at my father and went like this. That's it. I didn't have to play violin anymore.
This is how I got introduced to classical music.
Well, Carl Stalling.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely. Carl Stalling.
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit.
Well, all of you are stupid as shit. I can tell you exactly how all of you were introduced to classical music.
It was Bugs Bunny.
No. Essentially, the score of movies is classical music.
Well, Korngold and Bernard Herrmann and all that.
Yeah,
I watched Bugs Bunny before I watched movies.
No shit, Sherlock. I was watching.
You're idiots. You all are just idiots.
I have to look up the term idiots.
It's funny. I would like to do a video sometime. I like to doing these challenging videos, and I'd like to do one like who's more pretentious, prog fans or classical fans or collectors.
Well, Mazzy, you're one of the only people I know who participates in the Hoffman forums like a lot. I find a lot of the people there are pretentious.
Yeah, but there are thousands of people there, so it's like everything else. There's a lot of great stuff on the Hoffman forums. You could definitely find a cast of characters that do some weird ass shit, maybe including me, some might say, but you find a lot of things. If you're looking about speakers, like the thing is, if you go in there in the gear section, and let's say Jim goes in, of course, Jim knows more than most people there. But if you go in and say, look, I'm narrowed it down between these two speakers. What do you think? Or here's why. And 1,000 people will tell you 100 other speakers, not even the two you're asking about. So they'll say, no, the ones I think are better. And they'll tell you because they have them, and that's legitimate.
Hold on 1 second. Bobby Gass, when Bolero came out, you were probably 60 years old. So calm down.
Bolero's always been a sort of a sexual piece of music.
It was written to the soundtrack to sex. I remember the first time I had sex. God damn, I was terrified.
I was alone. Yeah. How many times do you think you're Harry?
Now, James Gang on their Rides Again album, they have the Bolero theme in the song, one of the songs, and they had to edit it out. So there's two versions of that album.
Look at Beck's Bolero. I mean, Jeff Beck.
Yeah,
he literally
he was authorized to use it. James Gang weren't. They had to pull it off the record.
They didn't pay.
But also his melody is totally different. It's his Bolero. You could say like Tommy's a rock opera. I mean, no one has the rights to quote the word opera.
Well, okay, this is an interesting thing. Obviously, most classical music that's been written, is rights free, isn't it?
Well, the music is, not the recordings, but yeah.
Wait, you can't.
It depends on the record. Like
version of something.
If Bernstein recorded something for Columbia Records in the 1960s, that you can't just use. That's copyrighted.
Also, when they perform these, if an orchestra is going to perform classical music, the musicians need to have actual music to read. That costs money.
Yeah, you have to pay up. There's a royalty. That's
But
why
there
you
was
have
a
fake.
comment in
That's
the
why you
peanut
have.
gallery. There
That's
was
why
a
you have
comment.
fake books. You know, the
What now?
books. Remember the books you buy, the fake books are not the real transcription or the
Hey,
real.
We have to turn our caps around.
what are you talking about?
Your cap is backwards. Yours is not. Yours
It's
is.
my hold on. It's my signature trademark. You guys can do whatever you want.
But it's freaking.
You need to get a cap that when you turn it around on the back, it says windbag.
A couple of people on the spectrum can't handle the discord between the.
So I got into classical very little, but when I did, there was already a comment about this. I got into it through Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Mussorgsky,
Really?
Mussorgsky, like pictures at an exhibition.
Pictures at an exhibition, and some of their,
That's awesome.
Really, yeah.
Hey, anyway, it's like any music. Any way you get into country music through the Byrds, maybe, or someone, or through whatever, a different genre. I think it's great. Jazz. I mean,
well, all I can tell you is that doing this like clean, I'm gonna have over 100 classical records for this auction. So cleaning and listening to them, that's what's the best part about selling records, at least for me. Obviously, finding them is my favorite part, but I clean and listen to them, so I'm listening to everything. I tend to not like classical pieces. This is what I don't like about classical recordings typically, is it starts off like this.
Yeah.
For a long
that's
time.
like
This.
That's like
And then yeah, I the one recordings I want to keep for myself are the ones that have energy through the whole pice. That's what
Eddie Jazz fan. The YouTube algorithm, the bots or whatever you want to call them, can identify exact pieces. Like if you put on they'll tell you this is the Eugene Ormandy recording of whatever the symphony or the thing is. They'll tell you that most of the time. I mean, occasionally they get it slightly wrong, but they know. I mean, there's different dynamics in it. I mean, it gets smarter every day.
I've heard you complain, Mazzy, and you say, "Oh, the Fifth Symphony, the third," but yet you complain when it's Chicago 10, Chicago 12. Couldn't the classical people come up with any original?
No, I complain when I complain about Chicago using Roman numerals for every fucking album.
Dynamic range is the recording of it. No. I'm complaining. Well, maybe if I was live,
range is soft to loud.
If I was there live, it would make more of an impact on me. I am not a person who knows the pieces or particularly cares about the pieces. The experience of listening to it is not. I don't like this going to this.
No, don't do that.
I can understand not wanting there to be dynamics.
The best thing
music that I listen to, because it makes it much more easy to ignore.
If you have the opportunity to listen to classical symphony in a really great sounding concert hall, that is one of the most incredible things. I mean, Davies, in this case, Symphony Hall in San Francisco. I don't know if it's the best sounding, but I'm used to that because we used to do work for the San Francisco Symphony and then the opera at the Opera House. And so we would get tickets. And I saw a lot of symphonies. Mostly when Michael Tilson Thomas was the conductor. I used to go earlier when Ozawa was there and Herbert, what's his name? Is it Bloomstead? You know those guys. But it's great to see it live and feel it. Now, someone talking about likes classical music on CD because it's quiet between passages. Obviously, when you're live, people cough, people are moving around a little bit. It's not a quiet hall. It's not a perfect, quiet experience. That's why I don't like the thing of CDs personally, because you want to hear air through it. And on a CD, as much as I like CDs, and I have a lot of classical CDs, it's almost you hear nothing, and it's worse than hearing something. You don't always hear the hall. I guess it depends. Yeah.
Isn't that the Trump Davis Hall now?
Well, that's a whole other story. Yeah.
Yeah, they're shutting down everything for 2 years.
Well, and it's not because nobody's going or everybody's canceling.
No.
It's no.
This is.
I don't think we want to go. We don't want to go there. Rob won't let us go.
How does he even have the right to shut down?
That's what I don't understand. Like one person
No,
can make you right.
no, hold on,
You don't
Harry.
have to have the right. You just fucking do it,
You
man.
guys shut up,
Woo!
Harry. He made himself the chair of the thing, so I guess he has the right to do it. Yeah,
I saw Bloomstead a few times.
I can tell you this, okay? In the auction, I have a copy of Witch's Brew, an OG mono, which is less desirable, but I have it and it's clean. I listened to it and it sounded fine to me. Sounded really good. So what am I?
I can't believe we're up here talking about classical music without Michael.
He
I
can
can't
come
believe
up.
we're not talking about what keeps you warm in the outback.
Yeah,
well, we could talk about Three Dog Night.
If we followed rules, your stream the other night broke all these rules that you're supposed to follow.
I don't. Yeah. Three Dog Night. Should we talk about Three Dog Night, or is that later?
Okay,
sure,
so
I love that band when I was growing up.
Question: are the other two guys gone?
No, I don't think so.
Were this Three Dog Night like a boy band where they just all put together? They didn't find each other and start a group.
No.
Right?
No, they weren't a boy band.
I said two different things, Harry. What are you saying no to?
They were an actual band.
Yeah.
They didn't write their music.
No, they didn't. They covered like Hoyt Axton songs.
So the guy who passed away, I guess yesterday, Chuck Negron. Here's how I remember him.
He was the best of the three.
Obviously, he was the best singer out of all of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew who they were because when I was a very little kid, that's when they had all their hits. But they did One Is the Loneliest Number. Am I wrong?
Yes. Nielsen song.
Right. And I knew that them. But I think in the 80s, it came out that Chuck Negron, he cleaned himself up. He was a horrible drug addict.
You got to read his book. It's an amazing
but
book.
Here's the thing I remember about him. He did so much cocaine that he had no nose. Like he did away with the cartilage inside his nose. And that stuck in my mind about him. That's how I remember.
Three Dog Night was a huge 1971. That summer, I did my last family vacation because I got into college. I started college, I guess, 17 and a half. And we went to San Diego with my friends' parents and their son. And the son and I one night went to whatever the San Diego Sports Arena is called. And we saw Three Dog Night headlining. And Osabisa opened up, who were fucking amazing. Both were amazing. It was a fun night. It was a great night. They were great live.
Hey, George, I didn't.
John his first page.
David Hutton, Corey Wells, the other two.
George, I didn't say they were a boy band. I said, weren't they put together like a boy band? Like a manager found them and made them a group. That's what I meant.
That could be.
That's what
ABC Dunhill Records, right?
I was under the impression that that's how they formed.
A child
I think that
black.
might be the wrong impression.
Child is white. That was before Ebony and Ivory.
I'm afraid that Harry might rob all three of us.
I'm worried about Harry. First of all,
the Osabisa.
I keep the hat straight. It makes my head look weird.
Get the first three Osabisa records produced by Tony Visconti on MCA. I think they're on Decca. They sound incredible. They're like close to audiophile records. Especially
Is Chuck Negron on that album?
No, Osibisa. But they kept saying Osibisa, Osibisa. That's how they did a thing at the beginning. Osibisa. Like, not Osabisa, but Osibisa.
Those guys went on to nothing.
If you go to the Mike Night in Puyallup this weekend, Harry will be performing with the Two Live crew.
That's right. Thug Life. That's right, Bill.
Yeah, but see, I always hated that song, Mommy Told Me Not to Come. It's kind of incestuous, isn't it? Like the kid's fucking his mother. It's like his kid's fucking his mother. And Mommy Told Me Not to Come.
Never, ever, ever.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Mazzy, I gave you...
Actually, Mazzy, do you want to...
I gave you two rules, Mazzy. No politics and no incest talk.
Yeah. Go on. Are we going to have to go after your parents now? Show us where they touched you, Maz. on the doll.
I mean,
Here, this is a doll of you.
Three Dog Night Greatest Hits record. I remember even later in the 70s when I worked for ABC, and part of my job I had to do also, aside from marketing, promotion, do inventories at like Tower to see what records the sales people would reorder. Three Dog Night Greatest Hits still in 78, 79.
There's some good stuff on here.
Was selling. That album was a big selling song. Yeah, it's a Randy Newman song.
They covered Try a Little Tenderness. They did Chest
but
Fever.
they died out by 75, no?
Yeah,
but they were one of the biggest touring bands.
Selling. I mean, not Eagles. Not Eagles' greatest hits sales figures.
But they were Vegas group, weren't they?
No.
If they were lucky, they got to Vegas.
No.
I don't know.
They were one of the biggest touring bands there was in like 72 and 73.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, the two biggest bands, I think, at that time, or three maybe, were Three Dog Night on touring, Chicago, and Elton John.
Yeah.
And Elton John got his start from Three Dog Night. They gave him...
How?
Lady Samantha. They did a cover of Lady Samantha.
They covered your song. They went on tour with... He opened for them on an early tour. He got a paycheck from them.
Yeah, they did a nude cover on one record that kind of got, it's hard to find, but there's a picture of them semi-nude. And then inside one of their covers, there's a Zappa connection, Jim. You know what the Zappa connection is? I'm going to show you if I can find the right record.
Can
I get a drum roll?
No. Oh, wait,
and Rob,
hold on.
Rob, no more sound
Make
effects.
me big for this.
If you moderate, no more sound effects. Okay.
This GTOs, Jim. Girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They were fucking around with the GTOs, huh?
Yeah.
Oops. Very nice. All right. They were in Laurel Canyon.
Well, Danny Hutton, his first single was on Hanna-Barbera Records.
Wow. Huh.
Hold on, Mazzy. Go leave that comment on his live stream, please.
Thank you, Amanda. Well, I got some comments about the. I got one comment.
You know, here's what Mazzy's so powerful. All he has to say is, "I received several comments."
On their first album, they actually covered a Beatles song called "It's for You."
What were their big hit was one.
That was their first one.
Joy to the World.
Yeah, Jeremiah was
one. Who wrote one? Was that Laura Nyro?
No, it's Harry Nilsson.
Oh, Nilsson wrote that one.
Joy to the World.
Liar about Donald Trump. Liar. Who wrote Liar?
I don't know. They did you're right though. They did Laura Nyro stuff.
But she wrote for everybody, didn't she?
Yeah, she wrote.
I never liked her though. I liked her songs. Easy to be hard.
That record.
I was just thinking that in my head. Mama told me not to.
Yeah, we already went through that joke.
Easy to be hard. Celebrate.
From Hair.
Celebrate. Everybody knows that one, right? At least everybody at my age.
Could you sing a little more for us, Harry? I don't know that one yet.
You know that one. Come on.
That's a Queen.
Sing it.
Out in the Country, good song. Isn't that Cowboy? They did Randy Newman's Cowboy.
That's another Randy Newman song. You know, their albums were pretty good, but they were a fucking great singles band.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
but the albums were good too. They really were.
Yeah. But they were hit after hit. Great.
Old fashioned.
We're talking about Grand Funk
Dog Night. We're on the same conversation.
Thought we were on to Grand Funk.
We're talking about Beck's Bolero.
Is there a difference between Grand Funk Railroad and?
Shut the fuck up, Jim.
You know what? I've had it with your shit, Harry. I can't get a word in edgewise.
Hold on. I have proof. That's what he was planning to do, Harry.
Grassroots were a great band.
Grassroots were great. I don't think Grassroots had as many hits as Three Dog Night, though. Single.
Oh, I think they did.
You think so?
Yeah.
Hey Siri, who had more top 10 hits? Three Dog Night or the Grassroots?
They had 3
Let's
songs.
Live for Today, A Million Years, Rivers Wide. God, the Grass
Here we
Roots has
go.
so
Wait,
many good
wait.
songs.
Three Dog Night had more top 10 hits than the Grassroots. Three Dog Night achieved 11 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, including 3 that reached number 1. In contrast, the Grassroots had 6 top 10 hits, with 1 reaching number 1.
Thank you.
That was from Chat.
What do the British know about U.S. music?
Where at that time were there copycat bands of the Three Dog Night,
Well, there were just bands, more bands doing,
like vocal rock?
well, they were one of those bands that are always on ABC TV, right, Harry? They were on like all those TV
Midnight
shows.
Special and
Yeah, Midnight Special and all that. Yeah.
now you've got what's his name? Creed Batten in Grassroots was in The Office.
Yeah, but he joined
Using his real name.
He wasn't an original member of the Grassroots, right?
He's on their early albums as a guitar player.
Right. I thought he was the later to the band.
I've never heard that person in my entire life.
I don't think so.
Okay, you know what the next big topic is? Are we ready to move on?
Wherever
What
the
happened to
conversation
Jim?
goes.
Where's Jim?
Jim has to go mail boxes.
You pissed him off.
No, Record Collector News
Now
never.
wait a minute. How come he doesn't get bitched at for storming off?
Hold on. I'm going to show you something, Harry.
I can't wear it like this. Driving me crazy.
He planned to do it. It was all planned.
Okay,
I
we
was
believe you.
hoping- Waiting to that motherfucker. It's the little guy. What do they call it?
Napoleon Complex.
Yeah, that little. Oh
Okay. The next news story.
Yes. Well, it's not. Okay. So I guess based on the success of the Wee Small Hours, but this wasn't a planned tone poet. They just came out with that. It's coming out as a tone poet.
Well, I mean,
The release schedule.
yeah. The first one, or the Only the Lonely, is that the one? Sold out the
Wee
first
Hours.
Wee
run.
Small Hours of the Morning.
Yeah,
Small hours.
it sold out the first press run. They're going to repress it, so they're not limited, but it'll be repressed. This is the album that came out right after it, and I think most people, the average person who's maybe not a huge Sinatra fan, will know these songs more. This is up-swinging songs, a lot of hits, and has 16 songs on it, a lot of songs on one LP, but they're short songs. But all these songs are standards of the day, and this is not even the original cover. Did you know that?
Well, was it a 10-inch, 2 10-inches?
No, it was not a 10-inch. It was an LP. His first Capitol album was a 10-inch, but the original cover, he was looking at the couple, which is kind of creepy. It was that. But they quickly changed it to this. This is the one that everybody knows, so it's good they're keeping this. This is
Hold on. That cover looks like he's just farting in their direction.
yeah, exactly.
Looks like
This
he's shitting
is-
his pants in the Oval
This
Office.
is the only
and-
MoFi. This is the only MoFi I have. This is 1980s Stan Ricker cut.
And the lovers.
Sinatra's okay, but he's no Dean Martin. I do. I prefer Dean Martin over him.
Dino's got a smoother voice, I think.
I like Sinatra, but Dino's the guy.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, that's the one. It's not Lou Henderson. It's Lou Donaldson. And that's the next exclusive if you belong to the club. They just dropped this next Sinatra tone poet out of the blue. It wasn't part of their release schedule.
$8.
Lou Henderson. Come on.
$8
And then
98
Frank transitioned and became Nancy, but not a lot of people know that.
It's $8.98 at Village Music in Mill Valley. This
Now,
month.
hold on. Hold that picture up. Kind of looks like Don Knotts in that picture.
What the fuck is with that
I-
hair in the end?
I don't know. Andy.
That was
I think
it used to be in the
I think
back.
these lovers are swinging.
I might do a little video on that announcement. I think it's a good story. I think it's great that Tone Poet tried something obviously out of the normal jazz realm, and it kind of shone.
Well,
It's shown a spotlight on a record that Capitol could have just put it out again, but having Joe Harley and Kevin Gray do it under the Tone Poet, I think
Well,
more people paid attention to it.
hold on. I can be wrong, which is a lot of the times. My understanding is you don't fuck with the Sinatra estate. They probably had to work with them
Of course
to
they
be
did.
able to put these out.
Of course they did.
So when they get approval from them, they're gonna put them out.
Well, their records, a lot of Sinatra records, you can get cheap versions of reissues of them, and
Well,
so
you
I'm
get
sure
the
that
originals.
yeah, but it's hard to get good
Yeah,
originals that sound
he
good.
was popular. The records are kind of trash.
I know, but they're
have-
not. A lot of them are well played. It's like any, you go over the same fucking conversation. Like, why do we need another Eagles record? Why do we need another? Pick any America record. Every record is out there. I mean, there are definitely some rare records, but if they're rare, you're not going to sell as many as a big fucking Fleetwood Mac record, whether you agree or not. Fleetwood Mac will sell more records than some weird psychedelic record that 20 people bought in 1969.
Wow, man, calling out Vinyl Piper. Did you hear that?
Well, I mean, there's a reason why a psychedelic record is $2,000 or $5,000. That because
there's lots of reasons.
Yeah.
Number one reason is it didn't sell, and they destroyed all the other copies.
Exactly. Yeah. But we all complain, and I'm guilty of it too. Why don't we pull out this or that title or that title? They put them out because they fucking sell. Everyone bitches about it, but they'll go out and buy Fleetwood Mac again. They'll go out.
But
and
how
buy
often do they go out on the limb and take a chance on an audiophile and say, you know what, maybe this will sell? They always go with the sure thing.
I can actually tell you,
Rhino has done it. Wait a second. Rhino has done it with. I mean, Emmylou Harris and Graham Parsons and Wilco weren't great sellers for them yet, but they're fucking great records, and everybody knows about the records, whether they heard them or not.
Well, hold on, Harry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Chad was hired by Universal to put out like these Verve series and a bunch of Impulse titles that were for kind of avant-garde, free jazzy that Chad didn't even care for. They put them out and actually sold well, like the Pharoah Sanders
You mean
record.
stuff that Chad doesn't like sells?
No, well, yeah.
Well, jazz is a different speed.
Harry's go-to joke is, you mean?
Yeah, jazz is a different
I had
thing.
to look that one up. I didn't understand it.
Like those Muse records. Those Muse records have a built-in audience. They're not massive records.
I don't know. I don't know how well they're selling.
I don't know. But a lot of other labels are putting out, like in this last year, Sundays that were pretty decent sellers.
Yeah, but they put out a lot of stuff that is not mainstreamy stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff out there. It's not necessarily Tone Poets or Rhino Hi-Fi or Vinyl File, but other labels put out actually really good sounding. Super Furry Animals just reissued one of their records that's really good. I mean, they're not big in America. They have a cult following here.
Here's a new album that I think most people would enjoy. This is a really good record.
Oh, I have to read. I love that album too, but let me read you a comment I just got, Harry, about that.
Okay.
I showcased that in my video yesterday, the last album, and someone wrote this, and I'll tell you who. It says, I just listened to the Lucinda Williams after Mr. Elliot Cruz reviewed it. I don't know how to say this any nicer, but I'm concerned for you two. It's 1 out of 10. And you know who wrote that?
That's what makes music great. Who wrote it? Rob?
Fred Putterman.
The only thing he listens to is Coltrane.
It's a good record. I think it's a really good record.
Yeah, but that's not Fred's music.
No, it's not. It's not. But don't you think it's a good record, Harry?
Yeah. I've only listened all the way through once. I've got to start.
It gets better too. It's really good.
I bought it because Sam, Americana Sam, did a review of it and made me go listen to it online. I said, okay, I'm going to pick this up.
It's not a Ivan, go back to Sweden or Norway or
Yeah, I mean,
Denmark.
come on, Yvonne. You got to admit, a lot of the shit you listen to.
And she's not the healthiest person. She can't play guitar anymore. I think she had a stroke, so she
did have a stroke.
sings,
She
but
did have
she
a stroke.
doesn't play guitar
But
any
her
longer.
voice sounds better than it has in a while, I thought.
Well, she's never had a
No,
good
she's got
voice.
that. I always talk
Yeah,
about it. It sounds like she
timbre.
has marbles in her mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swampy is the term, right?
Swampy.
Yeah. I don't think it's a terrible voice at all. It's like
It's an
like
acquired taste.
yeah.
She's got like a folksy kind of voice.
Yeah. I mean, we call it Americana these days, but it's a
When was that term brought?
I think
I
the
was
Americana
using
thing
that term in '97.
in the 90s, it got big for all those Austin and South by Southwest, all those bands like Calexico and Wilco and Uncle Tupelo. They started coining it around that time. And then they went backwards and put it on Graham Parsons and Sweetheart of the Rodeo and all that stuff. But it wasn't a term, a catch-all term to the 90s.
Swamp voice is good. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time I saw her was at the Puyallup Fair, and she opened for Bob Dylan. And it was Cartwheels on a Dirt Road, and I did not like her set. I recorded it. I didn't like it. It's so bad that I taped over the tape. I didn't keep the recording.
It's a great her live at the Fillmore CD is incredible. I don't think that has come out on vinyl. If it has, I was at one of those. I was at one of those shows at the Fillmore, and fantastic. She's got a great band too.
The new Beck album came out.
There's no new. It's a single. It's not a. There's no new Beck album. Beck is on a collection of people. There's no new Beck album yet. I don't know what Ivan's talking about.
Ivan, what temperature is it outside where you are? Are you outside?
It must be one of those times where it's like 24 hours night or 24 hours daylight where he is right now. I don't know which.
Were you visited by the abominable snowman?
You talk like Lucinda Williams sings.
Probably.
Yeah, All Country was the name first, and then
No Depression was a great magazine. The guy that started No Depression lived right here locally. And then he moved to the East Coast.
And then, a lot of the Americanas, all country stuff came out of the punk movement, like X and Rank and File, all those bands. Pardon me?
X is not Americana.
Blasters, Rockabilly, Meat Puppets, they got into the all country thing. Even all of those bands got started as punk bands and got more new wave punk and got into the sort of the country roots and things. Even the Cramps, they're not really Americana, but that kind of psychobilly thing came out of that.
What was it? Blackstock? Was that his name? Peter Blackstock? I think he's
okay. Show me the Beck album that came out, Ivan. There is a collection that came out. Beck has one track on it. There's no new Beck album. If there is, I'll give you $1. The Gun Club? Yeah, the Gun Club.
$1.
Yeah. Show me, someone put in a link of a brand new album that's all new Beck songs.
I think Mazzy would know if Beck put a new album out.
The Knitters, Poor Little Critter on the Road.
Exactly. Yeah. Mark Ford, is on the Lucinda Williams band. Hey, John, do you like that, Lucinda? Are you into that kind of stuff? Well, the Knitters is really, it's X plus Dave Alvin.
My friend, you met my friend Gloria. She's got a big Knitters, beautiful poster signed by the whole
$1, Joe, in his currency is like $1 million. Maybe it might be the opposite.
It's probably the opposite.
The Jayhawks? You mean the Jayhawks?
I was never a Jayhawks fan.
I love Jayhawks.
They had that one album that was kind of popular.
Okay, let's see what I got to see what.
Do you know the Nighthawks? Aren't they from DC? I think.
Do you know I See Hawks in L.A.? Good band. If you haven't, check out a song they do called Oh, what's the big drug county in LA or in California, Northern
Humboldt?
California?
Humboldt.
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 They do a song called Humboldt. God, it's got amazing guitar work in it. The word I, letter I, Seahawks.
Okay,
Like,
I don't have
not Seahawks, but I see Hawks in LA.
Okay, can someone look at that? I don't have Spotify. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a single. It's not an album. I've
Look,
heard
I'm
this
sorry
single.
to say this, Yvonne. I trust Mazzy over you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay. There is an album. He actually, I'm going to give it to him. He is right.
Uh-oh.
No, it's a comp. Here, it's a comp that's coming out of a lot of. Wait a second. It's a comp that's coming out of a lot of extra loose tracks from various soundtracks and B-sides that he's already put out. So it's not new music. I think there's one new song on it. It's not new music. It's a comp of all these songs that he's done for soundtracks, and it mostly covers on it, like Your Cheating Heart. So that's what it is. It's a mini album. Okay. It's a draw, but it's not a new recorded.
No. This doesn't happen. Here's the magic of live streams. Doesn't happen often, but someone who's on their high horse most of the time is brought back down to reality.
Yes.
It's something we should all treasure.
Okay, I just put a link in there. If anybody wants to check it out after the show, go listen to that song.
Of who?
I See Hawks in LA.
By who?
That's the name of the band. The song is called Humboldt. Roger would like it. I'd raise corn, but corn doesn't sell for $3,000 a pound.
Of the two of you, Yvonne and Mazzy, you're more of the buffoon, Yvonne.
I do like One Foot in the Grave. I like Beck's early, like that kind of lo-fi folk stuff he was doing, like the country folky thing. I love that stuff.
I have all artists with one name.
Hey, hold on, Record Talk. We all can't take a break and go to a thrift store. Like
you know what they should put out? Talking about Beck and cover stuff. Beck used to have on his website, it's probably still up there, but him and a group of LA musicians used to cover an entire album like Velvet Underground, and they would do it live in the studio, these records. Those would be great to have released officially. I'm not sure if you could download those at any point. Anybody know?
All right, Zeb. Now go back to being.
Yeah, thank you for that. I knew it's a comp, and it's nothing. I think there might be one new song, but most of the songs are not. They're from other sources.
You know what's going to happen? Is that out yet, or it's coming out?
I think it's coming out.
Mazzy, you'll buy it.
I will. I like Beck. I don't have all those, like they're on soundtracks or they were done for different projects, like tribute albums, things like that.
Well, it's good to have all that kind of stuff together in one.
Two new Beck songs.
Okay, 2 new and 6 cover. Thank you, Zeb. And thank you, Joe, for bringing me down to reality. At least, Joe, out of all these guys here, you and I probably have similar tastes.
You know what, Joe? You're Mazzy's favorite. He might not say it, but I believe
I like Joe. I like Joe.
I like that reel though you got in your picture there.
I like what reel?
Oh, he had his avatar as a reel to reel.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Is that yours, Joe?
I did mention the Beck thing, but I didn't think of it as a new album. It's like a comp, EP comp. Yeah.
Hey guys, if you want to know more about how Mazzy feels bad about this, go read his new thread on the Hoffman forums about it.
No, I
have that record.
I hope this is leading up to a new Beck record, and I hope Beck puts out the Information and Vultures on vinyl finally again, because those are expensive records.
The Beck ones,
well, especially the Information and
some that are like change. What is it? Sea Change.
You can get those.
Yeah, that's been repressed, right?
But
did he do a cover of Sea Cruise on that album?
No.
Are you a fan of that song, Harry? Woo-wee. Who sang that song?
Tower
Ooh-wee,
Records had a
baby,
cla-
ooh-wee.
Tower Records actually built a
Who
separate
did the original
building.
Sea Cruise? God, I used to know this shit. I'm old now.
Tower Records built a classical separate building across from Columbus and Bay, like in the 90s.
Frankie, somebody Ford did Sea Cruise. Who was it?
I don't know. This is the one Beck album I have on vinyl.
Yeah, I got them all. I don't have them all on vinyl, actually. I don't have the only one I don't have on vinyl, I think, is The Information. Because that came
Yeah,
out like as a box,
Thank
and
you, Matt.
that goes for a lot of money. God, we have to do an hour more of this.
Oh man.
It's
Anybody
almost
else
like your
die?
stream. Hey, we have someone coming up. We just have to wait a little bit. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. Yes, Monday. I think he's doing that.
He's doing a CD. No, it's not. It's the 9th. When is the 9th?
Ed Topo, context, please. Context.
It is Monday. You're right. Monday the 9th.
Thank you.
I do.
Yay! I know days of the week.
I do have Stereopathic Soul Manure. I do. I have all his music on CD or vinyl, but I think I have that on vinyl. In fact, Concert Buddy was with me. I don't think right with me, but I bought that Beck album in Austin. I think he was interested in it, and I scooped it out in front of him. Right, Chance? Do you remember that? Was that Soul Manure? Which, or was it the other one? Is it One Foot in the Grave? I forgot which one it is, which I got at Austin. You're young enough, Concert Buddy, to remember which one I got.
Chance, do you still have anger towards Mazzy because of this? Chance, you're welcome to come up and I'll act as an arm. Oh, by the way, that windbag classical guy accused me of being some sort of armchair psychiatrist, which a lot of people accuse me of being.
Was it Mellow Gold? Oh, was it Mellow Gold? Okay.
Yeah, see, he has the hate in his heart.
Thank you. I have Mellow Gold, but I couldn't remember which one I got
album.
where. I didn't think it. Okay.
Mazzy has so many albums. He's blasé about.
I know I have it. I just don't always know where I got it. Yeah, Mellow Gold is a great record.
Kind of like an STD.
Great record for you, not so much.
You know you have it. You're just not sure where you got it.
Yeah, well, I know usually where I got all my records. Seriously, I remember like buying records, going back.
Somebody in the peanut gallery probably got that. I don't know.
Or no one.
I'm not here for you guys. I'm here for the peanut gallery.
Oh, I didn't know that Beck did a
now I
series
know where I
of
stand.
CDs or DVD audios. I didn't know that.
I don't think you're standing.
No, I'm not. Wait, it's Ben, but you can't find it.
Yeah, Bill.
I'm
I
looking
listened
forward to the new Jason
Bill,
Bateman miniseries.
I listen to like 8 hours of music a day. Usually, I listen to a lot of music.
I don't know, Russell. How do you feel about that?
Is anybody watching? What the hell's the name of it now? Nobody Wants This. I don't know where this is going.
Is that the Jewish one?
Yeah,
oh, it's great. Are you in the first season?
I like everybody but her. I can't stand her.
Hey,
the main character.
I
love the sister.
You don't like
Morgan.
Veronica Mars? You don't like Veronica Mars?
I like all the side characters. The big tall guy that used to be in Veep. He's hilarious.
You don't like Veronica Mars?
Chance.
I've seen it.
Is there a chance that the Thursday night live stream will be about records that someone stole from your hands?
Hey, Harry, are you in the first season or the second season?
Second. I'm almost done.
The best episode in the first season.
And Mazzy, stop giving stuff away, please.
No, I'm not going to describe it, but when she goes to the Jewish parents' house for the first time and discovers the mother in the kitchen, that's all I'll say.
The mother, I love the mother.
She's great. Well, she plays a hard-ass lawyer on a lot of Law and Order episodes. She's great. Yeah.
I think the sister Morgan is hot.
Oh, I love Miss Maisel too, Michael. Sorry.
Mrs. Maisel was good for the first like 3 seasons.
I didn't watch any of them. I watched one episode.
It was
know-
good, pretty good.
Kristen Bell is actually a really good actor.
I don't like her character though.
Well, that I understand that. You could
Okay, Mazzy. I'm surprised you haven't said anything.
what?
Mazzy was so depressed the other day. He went to the movies and saw the Sam Raimi movie. Was it good?
Yes.
Okay. Don't give anything away.
I'm not going to give anything away. It is there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of I don't want to say major twists, but there's some things. It's a comedy horror film, a revenge film. And I tell you, they're both
basically what's the
primary
Misery. It's Misery.
Not exactly. Well, there's a little bit of that in there, yeah. But what's her name?
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams holds this together. Her nuances and her changes. She is so good in this movie. The other guy, Dylan O'Brien.
He's a young guy.
Yeah, he's fine. He's good in it. But she's got the part. And there are a few things you could quibble with in reality, but it's fucking Sam Raimi. And there's a couple of great set pieces in it. But I think it's just a good, fun movie. If you get a chance to see it in the theater with an audience, the audience is, I haven't been to a movie in a while, that type of movie where the audience was howling and laughing at a few parts.
Mazzy, why don't you and I go to see the Melania movie and then sit and just make rude comments all through it?
I think that's what a lot of people are doing.
No.
Throw popcorn at the screen.
Hey, it made $8 million.
Yeah, I want to put up my hand and say how it probably made $8 million.
Oh, I bet you a lot of it is. Well, they talked about people giving.
I said this. I think maybe some on my stream of yours.
I think Melania's ends with a happy ending.
Here's the way it made money. Like here's how faith-based movies make money. And if you're an investor and someone comes to you with a faith-based movie, here's it's like a money-making opportunity. There's a marketing company that has connections to all the mega churches. They get the pastors to tell the congregations we need to support more films like this. They pre-buy tickets. Theaters are supposedly sold out. You go there and there's no one in them. I think the way the Melania movie made $8 million is sort of like that, but maybe more that someone just bought out a ton of shows. Also, $8 million is equal to, is it 3 million people seeing the movie? It's not everyone.
And it costs 40 plus 30 to promote it. So $80 they're in.
Now, is this the one that has does this have the video where she's giving Epstein a blowjob?
Yeah.
There was a great review. My favorite review, I read one review. I think it was at the New Yorker or one of those highbrow things. And it said Brett Ratner, his direction, it was like a real estate agent who got a drone for the first time.
Well, I'll tell you something about him. He is notorious. The knock on him is he doesn't direct his movies. He sits there and maybe the director of photography does all the work. Yeah. I went to a friend of mine has a organization, and the way these organizations like the Oscars is how they raise their operating budget. They sell the tele rights. So they put on this thing where they honored Werner Herzog. They honored Werner Herzog. And Werner Herzog is pals with this guy, Zach Penn, who is famous screenwriter, but wrote all those X-Men movies. So Zach Penn comes up to introduce him, to give him the award. And Zach Penn tells the story, man, I love him. In fact, he's so great to hang out with on the set of a movie. You go to his trailer, everyone's in there partying with hot girls, drinking champagne, and you walk down to the set and he's still in his trailer, and the movie's being run like on its own, perfect. And he goes, "That's why we're here to honor Brett Ratner." That was his joke. That's the knock against Brett Ratner. He's
like the Rick Rubin of the cinema world.
You know,
outside of Brett Ratner being accused of having sex shit against him, outside of that, he's not respected. Yeah. And he's not a good guy.
There's a time when, paying a subject in the White House $28 million cash to do a thing from a big company that has investments, Amazon, with the government, would have been a bribe thing. Today, anything goes. Believe me.
Okay. Mazzy.
In olden days.
I'm going to request that again.
Anything goes.
I'm more aligned with you in your sentiment about how things are in the world. But I think the tact of trying to convince people.
Oh, I'm not going to convince you. I'm just saying a factual statement.
Yeah, here's how.
I bet that this movie gets nominated for an award, though.
What?
It won't. Razzie?
Somehow it'll get nominated.
The Razzies.
It'll win like best documentary or something.
No one. It won't. Because the way, at least for the Oscars, it won't. Maybe you can buy.
Anyway, I do recommend Send Help if you like a movie that's a little twisted, a little thoughtful, funny, violent, a little crazy, but somewhat of a revenge. Go check it out.
I agree, Chauncey, if that is your name. My first girlfriend that I had a serious crush on, and her brother was named Chauncey. Never liked him. Nothing against you, Chauncey, but
isn't it funny, Mazzy, how one of Trump things he did was he convinced them to do a Rush Hour 4. Like this needs to happen. And I wonder why. I bet if it does happen, it's not with Brett Ratner directing it.
I don't know anything about that.
It was a big thing. He made an announcement.
Oh, I missed that one.
Oh, God.
I missed
you
it.
Devour this shit like crazy.
I do, actually.
Hey, Rich.
I'm a media whore when it comes to pop culture shit. I read a lot of that.
Political.
I like going to the movies.
Bill, that's something I'd like to see right there.
I like going to the movies. I think it's great.
Make
to go
Bill's comment big.
Where?
There you go. You know that record album, the Catholic Girls, where they're on the school bus?
No, there's a lot of albums like that.
I don't know that one.
No, that's the name of the band, Catholic Girls.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Are they a punk band?
I don't know. I just like the cover. I've never listened to the music. It used to sell whenever I get it in the store. It would always sell.
All the news. The first hour is gone, and there's no more new news yet. What has been announced? I think there are a couple of new tone poets that have been announced. I forgot.
You can pre-order. There's a Larry Young Mothership.
There's the 2 new Rhino releases you haven't mentioned today.
If you're a member of that, if you're a member of the Tone Poet Society, there's an exclusive. They announced the next exclusive title that you can only get if you're a member.
Got it.
Lou Donaldson album.
I did do a video on those 2 new Rhino hi-fis. I ordered them both. I paid for them myself. I did not. I did not get promos because I listened to I have a copy of the Stooges Funhouse. It's like a 2000 copy. Ron McMaster cut it, and I played it again when I heard about these were coming out. And my copy is not very good. That's a really kind of shitty record. I don't have an original the Velvet Underground anymore. I have like a clear vinyl version, which is okay. It's a little noisy. So I like those 2 records. So I decided to order it. Now, if Rob hasn't heard the Funhouse record, the last 2 tracks on Funhouse are very free jazz-like. They're crazy, wild, sort of proto-punk, free jazz, saxophone.
That's not their
But the thing is, you can only buy them from Rhino, and by the time you put shipping on there, they're fucking
Well,
expensive.
if they
No,
sell
they're
out,
gonna-
which
they'll sell
if
them
they
through,
sell out, they'll turn up retail.
they'll
you
sell
know.
them to retail, yeah.
Yeah, they'll come out. They'll eventually, one way or another, get to retail stores. It might be 6 months or a year, but they'll get to retail.
And to response to Marcus Thompson's comment about the Beatle biopics, I have zero interest in watching any
You'll
of
see
them.
them. You'll
Okay.
see them.
No, I won't.
I
No,
have a
won't.
whole different take on
I
that.
lived it. I grew up through it. I know their
You know what?
history. I don't
Hold
need to
on.
watch
You can
on.
say that about any
bullshit
biopic.
make-believe
Mike.
Yeah.
biopic.
Calm down, Harry, you crazy ass bastard. You will see them.
Oh, you windbag. Shut up.
You're gonna see them, dude.
I will not.
Yes, you will.
Number one, I'm not going to see them because I know it's going to be shit, and I'm just going to complain about it.
Okay,
I'd rather
will-
not just watch it.
I will totally disagree with you on this point that that'll be shit because these are written and directed by Sam Mendes. Sam Mendes is a British playwright, a film director. He did Road to Perdition. He did two of the best of the Bond, or two of the really good Bond films that Daniel Craig was in. He is a good director and a great
Okay,
writer.
but what are they going to tell us that we don't?
We don't know.
How
We
are
don't
they
know.
going to spin the history to change it? That's what they're going to
But
do.
that's not, an art piece like that, especially, I mean, it's pretty amazing. They're doing 4 movies. And I don't know if these are going to be in theaters, or they'll probably do a limited theater run. Then there'll be some kind of streaming thing. I think they could be very creative. We'll see. Now, they could bomb, but if anyone can pull it off, it's this
Okay,
guy.
but
It's
what
not
are
a
they going
fucking-
to tell us we don't already? It's not made for us. It's made for.
Well, I think it's made
20-year-old.
for me because I like when a story is twisted, like the Elton John movie. Some people hated it. I like that because
I like the Elton John movie.
I knew about Elton John's story, but I love that because they did it in a twisted, creative way, not a normal biopic. It was like a musical, and it was very ingenious, I thought. And I thought the guy that played,
I didn't watch it either.
well, it's a good movie. I mean,
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. So everyone saw the Queen movie. Did you, Harry?
I
No.
saw it.
The Dylan's the only one I saw.
No one asked you about the Dylan. I'm asking you about the Queen.
saw
I did
the
not
Queen
see
movie,
the Elton John.
and
I did
even
not
with the
see-
inaccuracies, I love.
Can I finish? The Queen movie, again, another dirtbag director, was fired from the film.
Is that Bryan Singer?
Yes, and they brought in this Dexter Fletcher guy.
Yeah.
And then who was an actor, and I think worked his way up into directing, pals with Guy Ritchie and stuff like that. Okay. And I thought he directed the Elton John movie. I think I like that one better than the Queen movie.
And now we're going to get Michael.
You know, the thing about casting, I know
Oh,
Think
that
about
Michael
casting.
was horrible.
an actor needs to obviously get into a part. You don't hire lookalikes. If you look at Timothy Shamalama Ding Dang before he did Dylan, you would never think he
Bob
looks like
Bob
Bob
Bang.
Dylan, right? But I saw that Dylan thing. I thought he had the essence of Dylan like nailed down.
I
It was
couldn't get through
exactly-
that whole movie.
Oh, I've seen it 3 times and I loved that.
Which
movie.
one? Which
The
one?
Dylan film.
The Dylan.
Oh, I
movie.
liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was very well done.
Yeah, I loved it too.
I don't like movies where people sleep too late, get up and smoke cigarettes and write songs.
Why is it a money grab? I mean, Rick's money grab is such a lazy review.
Yeah,
Rick,
you know
you're a
what?
smart guy.
Hold
But
on.
here's-
I'm
Matthew,
starting.
the
Hold on.
question is, why are they doing it? Why? What's the purpose?
Well, maybe obviously
to make money.
someone did a pitch, and yeah, they want to continue the legacy of the Beatles, obviously, but someone apparently presented a treatment, a thesis, whatever you want to call it, a pitch to make it make sense. Because I can imagine most studios saying, like a movie Ringo is not going to do as good as a movie on Paul or John. So it'll be really interesting as how they weave this together. I don't know.
Hold
That's
on.
what I'm excited about.
All right. Here's what you don't know, and what I know
Really?
over you.
There'll be cliffhangers.
Stop.
Will Ringo survive, or will Jimmy Nichols be called back into
Okay.
duty?
Here's the deal with this.
If you're still alive, we'll talk in 2 years, Harry.
They're making these movies. It's
I don't
just
know the
like,
way my
can I
world's
can I
been going.
talk? I've already stated 3 times I was about to say
Oh, I'm
something.
sorry.
So
I'm
shut
sorry,
up.
Rob's here.
So, like when they shoot two movies at the same time, and then they make them into 2 films. Well,
Mhm.
they're already making a movie about the Beatles with 4 of them. So they're just shooting more footage.
Well, no, there's
Okay?
not going to be a 5th film of all of them together.
We don't know that. They're shooting Maz. You're supposed to push dash Mazzy.
And speaking of the Beatles, I thought that it was a big mistake at the Grammys having Springsteen do the thing on Brian Wilson. It should have been Paul McCartney. If there's a
Maybe he wasn't available.
peer, if
Maybe he
there's a
didn't want to
peer
do it.
to Brian Wilson, it was
Is
Paul
Mike
McCartney.
Love wasn't available?
He didn't do
Fuck
it.
Mike
He
Love.
wasn't available. He wasn't there. Who cares? You know what? How I dealt with the Grammys? I watched the basketball game.
I didn't
instead.
watch the Grammys.
I watched the basketball. All I'll say is this: they're shooting the movie with 4 characters. They're shooting more scenes.
And good
But
good
somewhat
actors
more
too.
films.
They didn't get people who look exactly like them. They're
Okay.
four good
Breaking
British
news.
Irish actors.
Breaking news: Mazzy has desired it, and it happened. The music gods have answered Mazzy's prayer for an announcement.
The Bluesvilles.
Who
Would
died?
you just shut? Can I do this the professional way? Yeah, Bluesville just announced their next 2 titles, and they're good ones. I actually have both of these. I have an OG of the Lightning Hopkins, and I have a questionable, meaning in a good way, OJC of the. Actually,
When are they
this
going to reissue Furry Lewis?
hold on, they did already. So here's the John
Because
Lee
the
Hooker,
world's not asking for another Furry Lewis record, Harry.
the John Lee Hooker. He's accompanied by 2 jazz musicians. So it's John Lee Hooker, Sam Jones on bass, and Louis Hayes on drums. So it's basically him with jazz musicians. There you go. Those are 2 good records. I believe, and here's what I'm going to do. I got the email. I'm going to reply and say, "Hi, contact person."
It wasn't over. They just, I think with all the end of the year, with all the Christmas stuff, you needed to take a hiatus, right? You need to kind of plan it out. I think the Bluesville series is, well, it's the best of that. Well, the Chess 75 are good too, but I think the Bluesville may not be the records that are known as well.
They're done by Chad. They're done the same way. They're good.
Yeah, but the Bluesville are actually the better recordings so far, as in terms of, I think. But
So
I mean, I love the Chess 75.
Here's the story that
At
Johnny
Last
Hook.
is a must.
So there's a mysteriousness about like kind of later pressings of these OJC titles, like mid 2000s. They're done by RTI. They're on 180 gram vinyl, and they sound excellent. But I don't know who mastered them or did anything. The story I heard is Chad asked them to issue these records or repress them. So I don't know. There's a Brilliant Corners Monk one and this John Lee Hooker one that sound excellent. So I don't know.
Hey, Frank, were you here when we were talking about Chuck Negron? We did a whole 3 Dog Night segment. Were you listening, or did you just sign in now?
Okay, Frank, do the world a favor and restart the stream and watch it from the beginning. You could do it at 3 times speed.
Chess series will include any of Cadet. I bet you they will. I don't know, because they did. You know, the At Last is on. What's that on?
Hold on. Let me pose something to you. Am I wrong about this? Weren't some records that were recorded on Chess and Argo repressed as Cadet?
Could be.
Pressings?
Could be. And
Jackpot
some of them
did a really good pressing of At Last.
You know what I was surprised about is I did not have Berry's on Top, the Chuck Berry record, which is like a
That's
greatest
probably
hits.
his best record.
I know, and I never owned it because I always had a million different
Is
greatest
my
hits.
dingling on it?
I never bought it because I could never afford it. It was always
The
expensive.
original, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a really good version of it. For what those recordings are in the time period. Those are singles put together too to make that album.
Hold on. Sorry, Dave Pounds. I meant to hit Alan. Alan, actually, there was this guy, Phil Delancey, at the late end of the 80s into the 90s, who mastered a bunch of OJCs. And if you want, I don't recommend people going usually to the Hoffman forums. There's a great little thread where some guy kind of talked to Phil Delancey, and he imparts his feelings.
So with all the complaints about audiophile, and other Fleetwood Mac stuff, these Bluesville, these Chess 75s, these Verve series, there's a lot of great music being put out, probably the best sounding versions ever. Tone Poets, obviously, we had, and those type of things. And yes, if finding originals in decent shape is really difficult and they're expensive, and they won't sound, if you want the music, they won't sound as good as most of these reissues. Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the way I feel. It's always nice to find a nice OG copy of a record, but ultimately, all I want is a record that just sounds good and no skips or crackles or stuff.
Rick's, I'm in the Hoffman forums a lot. And I'll have my laptop on here and I'll scribble through while I'm listening to music. So, as much as I pay attention, I sit in my sweet spot over there and I listen to these records a good part of the day.
Well,
and
hey,
I'm reading about in the Hoffman forum. So you can do both.
Show everyone your sweet spot.
Yes. In the new issues of the older
Ricks, I think I have an extra set of those cards.
Future Game? You mean Future Games?
Cool.
Frank, you're talking about Future Games, not Future World. New reissues for the older. I don't have. Oh, I did get Future. No, I didn't get Future Games. I got Bare Trees. I got the Rhino reserved for Bare Trees, and it's fucking excellent. I hear Future Games is good too. That's the sweet spot. I wasn't going to get it, but I got the America record. I saw it at a local and I picked it up because my record is kind of well played. The reissue of that first America album, that's the only one I really care about, is better than the original, I thought.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's quiet. If you have Horse with No Name, people love that song or hate that song.
When I was a little kid, I thought it like a 70-year-old man was singing that song.
Well, everyone thought it.
I thought it was Neil Young the first time I heard it.
People had the Neil Young vibe.
It was horse and things and bones and sand and things.
I watched.
My friend always makes.
I did watch the Safe and Sound shootout, and he gave it a very good review. So the first Greenie is really good, and the new one is good.
Well, hey, Mazzy.
Yes.
I think I can sort of say that Brad's reissuing an America album.
Which one? Do you know?
I think their third album.
Yeah, I will admit, even on the album, the huge greatest hits album called History, George Martin remixed, I think, 7 songs that were on the first 2 America records that he didn't produce. I like the original mixes better than the George Martin mixes.
But how many albums did George Martin produce?
Pretty much every one after the first 2.
3.
Oh, I thought he did like 4
Their
or 5.
best song, their greatest hits album is What You Need.
Don't say Muskrat Love.
No, the first album is the best album. Yeah.
I'll meet you in the.
I like the first one, and I like the third album with Ventura. I think Ventura Highway.
You might as well get the Carpenters version of Muskrat Love.
Or no, you told me privately, Mazzy, it's the Captain and Tennille's version.
No, it's Richard Gere's version of Muskrat Love.
That's Gerbil.
Okay, Gerbil Love.
Was it Ramsey? Somebody Ramsey wrote that song.
Rodney Allen Rippey Ramsey or something. Yeah.
Willis, I forget it. Somebody in the Peanut Gallery.
Gordon Willis Ramsey. No, Alan Willis Ramsey. Yeah.
Here, Hearts. America Hearts.
You know, their whole thing was, well, San Francisco, thanks. You know, their whole thing was every record they had. The Good Luck Charm was starting every record title with an H. That was their whole thing.
Even their greatest hits was called History.
That's what I literally just said that 5 minutes ago, Harry.
Oh,
All right, this
I
came
don't,
out.
I don't
And
listen
that's
to
when
TV.
George Martin remixed all those early songs. I don't think they're as good as
Omnivore put out Hearts in August, so it's the one that it's the 50th anniversary expanded edition.
Yeah, the first one is recorded at Olympic Studios, I think, in I think Olympic or Trident. I think it's Olympic. Most of it. They were Army brats, so
Air Force.
Air Force. Thank you.
Don't confuse.
My father
I was Air Force.
I know.
You know,
My father was in the Navy. Trident, thank you. Okay, my father was in the Navy. He served on an aircraft carrier and a submarine, but this was post Korea or after, right after Korea.
So you know, Elk Boy's father was an admiral in the Navy.
It's not a hi-fi. It is. Let me get it. Do I have it here?
He's probably listening right now.
Hey, Depeche Commode.
What's up, John?
Do you have a video
What's up,
on your
dog?
channel about this?
Me?
It's a different George Martin.
That's a different George Martin. This is better than my original, but also my original has been played for 50 years. But there's a more of depth to this one. The original is very good. If you have a really good greenie, not the palm tree, but if you have a good greenie, you're probably set. But if you have anything beyond the greenie, forget the Friday music, forget the
We left Harry in the
I think there's
desert
music
and
on
the heart
vinyl
was
too.
name.
But this is excellent. And you know, in America it's $32.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do a rant right now. Hold that thing back up, Nazi. Hold that record back up, please. That stupid hype sticker sealing it and you have to rip it open. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like it either.
I don't
I
like
do.
Listen,
Almost
Rhino,
as bad as the in-group price
listen,
tags.
make it so we can lift the whole sticker up, fold it back in the lip. The
You
rip,
take a knife and you slice it, and then
the rip is
you take your
tacky.
hype sticker.
Hold on. When you
How
rip
hard
it,
is that?
it's tacky and it cheapens the
It's
record.
a heavier cover than a normal shrink wrap.
Like
It's loose.
you're speaking like a shill.
No, I actually like. I bought this. I didn't get this free. I bought this.
I
Oh,
understand.
the horror!
I'm telling you that hype sticker is nice looking, but the fact you have to rip it open to get in there.
Oh,
I agree.
You rip it open.
Listen, hey, next time Azzy does a live stream on Saturday, bet she's gonna say something like that about that.
All right, whatever. It's the music, stupid. Okay.
I'm telling you, I need your support, people. Agree with me on this one point.
Mazzy, I got your shirt in the mail. There's a defect though.
It's
What's
warped.
wrong?
It says it's the stupid music.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, you know
Had
how
to
long
open
Harry's
that.
been sitting on that joke?
Does the weight suit your?
I love the heavier weight. It's a good shirt.
Okay,
It's
there's
got the
two
little
options.
champion logo on it. It's a quality shirt.
There's the heavy option that the big truck drivers like who are in the Air Force like Harry, and there's the lighter weight shirts that I prefer that are the thinner kind of
The girl
felt.
shirts.
I like those. So make sure if you do order a shirt, you look at the one that says heavy if you want the heavy one.
Hey,
If you like the Grateful Dead style, like the when you get it from the Dead, liquid blue, those are quality shirts. And the same with that one.
Yeah. They're not lady tees. I like the Canva style. That's just my preference.
Hey guys, tonight.
They're not boxy. They're not quite as boxy.
Okay.
And they show the nips real well.
I can't get a word in edgewise. Tonight, guys, I'm going to put a link to it. I will be doing our monthly no skips video live stream with Grant at Grant's Rock Warehouse. So
let's see.
Tune into Grant's Rock Warehouse tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Don't tell me what to do.
Harry,
You're not my father.
Harry, go get your colonoscopy. You need to get it. So it'll be fun. I picked out the albums. I'm gonna no skip albums. So come and enjoy. It's a fun time.
Okay, I have a question for. Okay, here I'm going to shill something, but because in December someone sent me this with no note, no details. I haven't even played it yet. It's a Christmas thing I got in December.
I'm your father, Mazzy.
So if you're going to send me something, please tell me what it is or who sent it. Is it a gift? Are you part of this record? Okay. It comes with a separate artist canvas.
Oh, no. Do we need to see?
I know. This is okay.
Oh, I know who sent that. Hamill sent it to you. I told him. I said, you need to send Mazzy one of these and maybe he'll do a review on it.
Who did?
The artist, Hamill.
How do you not know that's Harry's friend, Mazzy?
Oh, okay. Well, he ought to put a little note, say, hey, Harry thought I should send this. I'm this guy. I didn't know. Out of the blue, I had no idea.
He talks about that guy all the time.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to Harry.
I said,
hold on, Mazzy.
You should send one of these
across
to
from him at
Mazzy.
Harry Fest.
I know. I remember in my video, I said, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck is this guy?
No, but
he made 112 of those, and everyone came with a painted cover.
Okay, that is very sweet. I wish I had known that at the time because, to be honest with you, between me buying records and stuff comes in the mail, I ordered. I mean, forget free stuff, even stuff I bought. So many records come in, I don't get to get everything. And you get something like this. I was looking for a return address, a note, something.
You got to listen to it.
I will. Now,
because
especially now. Because I met the guy.
He's I don't know.
Does that mean he's going to sleep on my couch?
Some political stuff on there that you're going to like. He's out there. I mean, either love him or you hate him.
I wish I knew about this in December. It would have made sense to do it in December.
I gotta let him know that you didn't. Sorry about that.
Well, tell him next time you talk to him, apologize. Say, hey, I had no idea. I guess stuff in the mail. I had no idea.
Hey, people don't know me for my psychic abilities, but I'm going to tell you something that just came into my brain. There'll be a very hateful song by him all about Mazzy.
There will be. There will be. Trust me.
Hey, I get a lot of press releases. I do get things in the mail, but usually when I get a free record, there's some kind of press release in it, like a separate sheet put in. Like when Zev sends those things.
Yeah, he should have probably put a little note in there.
A note saying, hey, Mazzy, I met you, or I'm Harry's friend. I would have, you look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I still got 2 years ago.
So now you got to do a short video that says, I got this in December. Didn't know. Just a little short thing.
2 years ago, someone sent me these 2 coffee books. No note, no nothing, no balloons. And I still don't know who sent me those coffee books. There was no return
one
address.
Was named Dave and one was named Julie.
Or Julie, no.
I have a piece of advice to anyone who has a burgeoning music career and you put out an album. Don't send it to Mazzy first. Man, Hamill. Where's he right now, Harry?
He lives in Austin.
It would have been awesome if he was in the other room.
Books on coffee, not coffee table. I don't know if you're joking, Bill. There is that. I don't show every record that's sent to me for free. I don't. There's a lot of records I get.
Hey, Rex, I appreciate your comment that mirrors mine 20 minutes later. Thank you.
Did you see? I did see clips or a Instagram of Joni Mitchell getting her award. Patrick Milligan is on stage next door because he produced those records.
Hey, Joni beat out Brad's company was nominated in that category.
For what? For which record?
Doc Thomas.
Oh, I don't know that.
So you didn't get it came out Record Store Day.
Wait, which one?
Doc
Thomas. Oh, yeah.
For Record Store Day was nominated in that same category.
That's a good record.
Yeah.
It's a con.
So, and you heard that they're making a movie with Meryl Streep. right?
Of Doc Pomus? She's playing Doc Pomus?
You're so stupid.
I know she's playing Joni Mitchell. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's playing. Oh my God, Joni Mitchell. I mean, come on, she doesn't even look like Joni Mitchell, except she has blonde hair. I think she'll be great as Joni.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
okay, Mazzy.
What are we going to learn we don't already know?
Hey, Mazzy. Name 2 other historical figures that Meryl Streep has played.
Woody Allen's wife and ex-wife in Manhattan.
Didn't she play the Iron Lady?
Well, you didn't let me finish.
I
thought that was Gillian. I thought that was Gillian Anderson. She played in The Crown.
She also played basically in the sequel trailer just popped up, Devil Wears Prada. She's playing that.
And Mamma Mia.
That's not a real figure.
Either is the Devil Wears Prada. It's based on fictitious thing.
It's based on one person,
Harry
Anna Winters.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna dump on Harry for a minute. Because
didn't you just dump on him before?
Can you put me down at the bottom so he can dump on me?
Saying what are they going to tell us that we don't already know is like, do you think everyone knows everything you know?
Hold on, didn't she play
the cool kids?
Julia Child too. Julia Child.
Okay. In that Hoffman thread, there's a bunch of people that said we all already have that Stooges record. Well, reading the comments, a lot of people who are even our age have you ever heard that Stooges album, Harry?
I have it.
Okay, you've heard it, but a lot of people have never heard Funhouse or that Velvet Underground record. It's not exactly their. Everyone knows the Banana record, the Nico record,
which is the better record.
Well, I think the first one, Nico, is. This one is a better recorded sounding record, but I don't think anything matches their first album, from my opinion. And it's such a iconic record and influential record. And John Cale's not on this 4th record, but it's a well-recorded record. It's more of a pop record. It's literally loaded with potential commercial songs.
Which one is Sweet Jane on?
That's on this one.
That's like their biggest hit, isn't it?
Well, that became a hit because Lou Reed solo more than
the
that. It was on Rock and Roll Animal. Yeah, Rock and Roll Animal. Yeah. That's where it got known more. They're great versions, but there's a lot of people that don't have it or don't have good versions of it,
Which album's Waiting for My Man on? Is that the Banana album?
That's the first one. Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay, Gabby, here's how it works. And you're from the New York area, right, Gabby?
Yes.
LA is gigantically huge. Gigantically. Wherever they did the Grammys is a small little area they shut down. Now, that being said, they've been doing construction on the 405 freeway the past year. And it's once a month for a weekend. They close it down to 2 lanes. That was the same weekend. That caused more problems everywhere. Everything flew out everywhere. That was what caused the problem.
And Rob, don't a lot of the big stars, they have hotel rooms nearby where they do all the hair makeup?
I don't know exactly where they did the Grammys at. Did they do it at? I don't know if they did it downtown at LA Live. But I mean, we're prepared for stuff like that. Not when they close down the freeway.
You guys want a new dad joke?
There's such a thing?
You know what, Harry? There's no way in hell you're going to tell a joke that's new. None.
You don't like new jokes. That's a good one.
That's good. Yeah, I got circumcised when I was a day old. Don't do it. I couldn't walk for a week. I mean, a year. I fucked it up. I couldn't walk for a year.
It was nice having Harry.
That was the best part of it.
So it was at Crypto, which down in LA Live, traffic's bad around there anyway.
Oh, I make myself laugh.
I don't say Ivan.
Is your wife in the other room going, "Oh, that's Harry making himself laugh again"?
Oh, let's see. There must be more.
Hey, could you tell
why does a mermaid wear seashells?
What?
She grew out of the bee shells.
Man. Oh God.
There was no setup and no punchline.
Why does a mermaid wear seashells? Because she grew out of the bee shells, Rob.
You know what? Can you do this for me today, Harry? Can you go to the bra store and open the door and tell that joke?
Come on, you live for it. You know you do. You'll repeat it later today.
What? I don't know that.
I don't know. What's the guy? What's his name with no shins?
Do you know another mermaid joke, Harry?
I don't. Maybe Ed does.
Well, you know. Oh God.
That was
You're
good.
banned too.
How many months have 28 days? All
Only-
of them.
Oh. There you go.
Is it 9 o'clock yet? I'm running out of
I don't know. You actually, by telling those bad jokes, you made time stop. So what's your guess? Is Mazzy getting coffee or taking a poo-poo?
He might be texting someone on the toilet. You can always tell when you get a text from Maz and he's on the toilet.
How?
It's a shitty text.
Oh, that actually wasn't half bad.
So if you did whatnot auctions, which I know you don't do, Super Bowl day is a great day to do it because they usually take about 12%. They only take 4% on Super Bowl because they realize more people will be watching the Super Bowl. So you can get certain holidays, they'll do a less cut, take a less cut. So Harry, if you do a Super Bowl on Sunday, they only take 4%.
Nobody would be watching though.
No, but there's a lot of people.
Did you hear about the dyslexic man that walked into a bra?
There's a lot of people that aren't into sports.
Well, no, hold on, Mazzy. And here's how I'll change it. There are a lot of people who are not into sports, but a lot of people watch the Super Bowl for lots of reasons. They typically will go to a party where
I
it's
took
on,
a piss, Rich. I took a piss.
and they release all the year's big movie trailers, and have. Oh, I'll tell you this: I've seen 2 Super Bowl commercials. One is excellent. It's Bill Murray for Jeep, and he's redoing Groundhog Day. And 2,
God,
the Ned Ryerson guy's in it, and his brother, who was the mayor of the town.
how many times does that have to be parodied? That Bill Murray
It's
hasn't he
not
done
parodied.
that?
Hold on, it's not parodied. He's doing it.
I know, but
as a
he's even
character.
parodied that himself before in the past.
You know what? You know what Mazzy's new channel name will be called? Mazzy's Judging a Book by Its Cover. That's the name of his new channel.
Well,
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
What kind of fruit will never elope?
Well, cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. There you go. Very good.
You know,
so bad.
I feel worse than ever because I participated in that joke.
Did you hear about the 2 Egyptians that farted at the same time? They had Tutankhamun. What
was the other Super Bowl commercial? Harry, just because you have the ability for words to come out of your mouth doesn't mean you should take advantage of it.
I hope there's a Budweiser commercial this year.
There was just something right now. Every Super Bowl commercial so far. That's another thing. Oh, the Jurassic Park one. They recreate Jurassic Park. That one was okay. I saw that. Jurassic Park. Budweiser does have a commercial
from the peanut gallery.
They've already dropped a Budweiser commercial already.
Well, that's the thing. More people watch it on YouTube now, those commercials, and they do during the game. I mean, they get a lot of people obviously during the game, but the lead up and the post is massive.
Yes, go. That commercial's good. Hopefully, they'll be good. All the movies coming out this summer, they'll have good trailers. And they, to save money, you know what they do? What are you making yourself laughing about?
Read these comments. They all laughed when I said I wanted to be a comedian. Well, they're not laughing now.
Can you please stop, Paul? Please, for the love of God. It doesn't matter, Danby, because they're owned by the largest beer maker now that makes every beer. And plenty of people drink Bud. My brother-in-law, all he wants is the original Budweiser. That's all he wants in glass bottle.
The Evil Bunny, Bad Bunny is a great performer. I mean, I don't have any of his music. He's a great American performer. Okay,
Mazzy,
he's one of the biggest stars in the world right now.
Yeah,
Mazzy, if you want to garner respect from people, here's what you do. This is what you do. Do this for all of us.
That sounds like an old man comment. Anyway.
No, do this for all of us, and on Tuesday you can report back how it went. So, as an answer to the Bad Bunny halftime show, and by the way, I don't watch the halftime show. I don't find it entertaining at all. But that Turning Point USA is doing their alternative. Can you go watch that, Mazzy, and report back to us?
Yeah, I wouldn't be caught dead watching a Kid Rock performance.
Okay, here question. Now we're talking 1960s through today, and we're taking into consideration inflation and money value then versus now. Who are the 4 biggest grossing touring acts of all time?
Probably Rolling Stones.
Grateful Dead.
Rolling Stones are number 1 with $3.5 billion in ticket sales.
Yeah, but here's
Pink Floyd's not on there.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen.
Mazzy, hold on.
Top 4.
But the Stones have been touring for 60 years.
But that's what I said. From the 60s till today.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of bands haven't been, even from the 60s.
Is Paul McCartney
haven't been around.
No. Number 1 is the Rolling Stones with $3.5 billion in ticket sales.
I said the Rolling Stones.
Number 2 is Taylor Swift.
Oh, right.
3.3 billion. Number 3, U2.
Yeah.
And number 4, Elton John.
Yeah, but these are people that continuously have toured. A lot of bands have not.
I know. Well, that was the question. From 60s till 90. No.
Good. Okay.
But why are you arguing?
Because it was dumb.
It wasn't dumb. No, I hate every time where these old farts. I don't know if this guy's
your album
is old. They don't know who Bad Bunny is, or they don't like him, or whatever the deal is, and they just dump on him. I mean, I don't really follow his music, but the guy is a big entertainer, massive around the world, and it's a good choice, Yeah,
but they could have picked an American.
And that's so funny that I think even Trump said that, right? The guy
in my lifetime, I can't tell you. Maybe the Prince halftime show I can remember.
Good, yeah. Have there been?
I really don't generally remember.
Here's a question I don't know the answer, Harry, since you're the Mr. Trivia this morning. Has there ever been like an English artist or a non-American play the Super Bowl? Not Bad Bunny is part American. So
U2.
Did they play the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think they did, didn't they?
Well,
somebody
I
in
don't
the
know.
peanut gallery tell me.
Did U2 play the Super Bowl? Well, obviously there's a good example. So, it's because they're white and they speak English.
Did the Stones play the Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
I don't think they did.
The Who played. Okay, the Who played too.
Who?
So don't even go with that joke. Yeah, so U2, I tell you, when I saw U2 at their first American tour to U2 was one of the best live bands at the very beginning when they were starting out with Boy and that. They were so fucking good.
Vinyl Piper was at the Jewel one, and he ran up in front of the stage and he flashed her.
God, that's Frank. I'm surprised that's coming
don't
from you. A
stay in
lot
your
of
own lane,
Hispanics,
Rob.
a lot of Hispanic up here in Seattle, the 49ers have a huge Hispanic following. The Seahawks have a huge Hispanic following.
Hey,
I guess it depends.
Mazzy, the reason they picked him is because when the Super Bowl happens, they show it all over the world.
Yeah, it's a worldwide event.
It's a worldwide event.
And the NFL doesn't really have any say in it.
Okay,
the guy who picks it is John Legend. He's ahead of the organization.
They hire him. Can I explain how things work for people who are upset? What is the NFL's number one thing they want to do?
Sell commercial ads.
No, they want to expand.
Oh.
And their next expansion is internationally.
Yeah.
That's why they play games in Mexico City, in London, in Germany.
Well, maybe they should have picked a different name for the game than football.
Well, they could have put a U in there instead, like, football. FUTBOL. People get upset, if it's not in their.
Hey, can I?
The only people getting upset are racist and bigots.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but I agree with you.
I like to thank one of our immigration officials. Paul is the official immigration official of the VC. He's determining if you're American or not.
Did Rihanna play the Super Bowl? Anybody know?
Who?
I don't know.
Rihanna, did she play?
Can I explain another thing to you? They do more than one musical performance during the Super Bowl. They do people that are playing before, all over. So
I tell you what, though, the fact that they put that show together in the time frame they do, build it, play it, tear it down, is incredible.
It is. Going back to U2 a little bit, they get a lot of criticism now, and maybe they've lived out their welcome. We're not their welcome, and I agree with that. But I tell you, they're early when they were just a band, the four of them, and playing in clubs and even larger, medium-sized venues. They were one of the best fucking live bands in 1981, 82. Around that
I
period.
saw them. They are.
Like 5 times.
I'll tell you one thing. One of my favorite live albums is Under a Blood Red Sky. That is awesome.
Yeah. Well, the first one, Boy, is good, and War. But I used to see them. They used to come back to San Francisco, and the band that they wanted to open up for them, I think I saw 2 shows where Romeo Void opened up for U2, and they became sort of, at the time, friends. Because whatever you think about Romeo Void, they were a tight band for a short time. They were doing that kind of dance music like Joy Division was doing. They didn't have the same kind of vibe.
The thing I remember about Romeo Void is that song was a hit. It might be better if we sleep together. And then when the video came up, and go, that's the girl.
Never. Well, see that, and that probably cost them, which is fucked up. They used to always want to put like other women in their videos. But that song was. Remember the movie Reckless with was it Aidan Quinn? There's that great dance sequence with him and Daryl Hannah when they're playing that song. That song was used. I was just texting Joey last night because that song was used also in Wolf of Wall Street as well. So that's everybody knows that song. That's the one song they knew. But they were a fun, tight live band. Not like totally original, but they had a vibe for about 3-4 years. Romeo Void.
They put out 2 albums, I thought.
They put out 3 albums and an EP. Yeah, Benjamin Boss.
They came back together. The girl has a very distinct name. What was her name?
Deborah Ayal.
Yeah.
She lives
great singer.
Yeah, she was a poet. She's an artist. She was a high school teacher for years.
I don't know if I've ever heard this band.
Yes, you have. Because their big song was in a lot of movies. A lot of movies. It might be better if we sleep together. I
have this thing against bands with weird names. I just look at the name and I say, well, I'm not going to like that.
You mean like Pink Floyd?
Uh-oh.
Look at Jim. If you want to talk to me, get your ass up here.
All right, Mazzy.
He's sending me text.
You know anything
messages
about
during
this?
the live stream?
Do you know anything about this, Mazzy?
Yeah.
What's the deal with
Tell
this?
us about it.
You know, it's so stupid. Okay, this is where, even as a liberal, I hate this, like, it's so purity thing. I don't know all the details, but Matt Vaughn said something about all the ICE stuff was going on. He said something like, it sounds like, you know, the thing we don't like when they say there's some good people on both sides. I think he said something about there's some ICE agents that he's met that are actually decent people. And so this whole group of people almost like Me Too'd him so far. Like, wait a second, you're defending ICE and everything. They don't parse it out. They hear black or white. And as a liberal, I hate that fucking shit. Now, you know, I mean, we've had ICE before this last year, before this invasion. In fact, you know, people will throw out, you go on the Rachel Ghost or these other, well, Obama sent 16 million people deported, but nobody protested. They weren't walking the streets. They were ICE agents getting illegals who were criminals and who are legal here. And all the other three previous presidents shipped more people back. But there weren't people killed in the streets. They didn't invade cities. They didn't grab people. They used.
They did it legally.
Hold on,
they did it legally. Exactly. So Matt said something like that, and all of a sudden, people. I'm not defending ICE. I'm just talking about, you know, the human thing. And I mean, you could argue that maybe if that's the case, the good people should quit.
Can I ask you a question?
Argument for that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does this guy freely share his opinions on what's going on socially? Is he known for this?
No, I mean, well, he's the owner of Easy Street Records. Matt Vaughn's a good guy. He's
no,
one of the
I
good
understand
guys.
that in the context of being a person, a public public person, so to speak. Does he share his opinions? What's going on socially?
Yeah, he does. He does. Not he's not like one of these all the time type of people. So
I will not go back, Marcus. I am absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to tell Rachel this, and I haven't reached out to her, but I can't go on there anymore because it's not about, you know, I like Rachel and I like talking to Rachel about music and stuff, but when she's kind of almost like she'll say this is not the case, and she's going to hear about this, so I'm not. If I say a thing here, it's going to get to her. But you kind of blame the victim for getting killed, and her excuse was, well, they discovered 17 days earlier he kicked a taillight in a car. So if that's true, and they have video of that, so that is true. But first of all, when you kick a headlight, is that worth murdering someone? Wait, let me finish this. Let me just finish it. Is that the death penalty for that? And secondly, if that's not the case, did those ICE members 17 days later recognize him and target him? And if they did, that's premeditated murder. So fuck.
Hold on, Mazzy.
Shit happens, right? That
okay.
was bullshit.
Again, I'm reeling it in. The original question was about a guy who's being attacked for making comments, maybe out of context. So that's what I wanted to go down. To open it up to other things that make us talk about politics, which I really don't want to do.
Right.
But please understand this. I have not met the one person that exists in this world. I have not met this person. If this person exists, can someone point it out to me? That's able to say something and automatically make people's minds change. It does as far as I understand, that person doesn't exist. So first of all, what I don't respect in people and what they do is when they yammer on something, and look, your beliefs are your beliefs. I'm not going to change your beliefs. But when you support your beliefs by yammering nonsense, then you lose any respect I could give you. That's all.
I don't think Matt Vaughn's were taken out of context, but I think people want to only hear, they hear what they want to hear. They hear black and white. And all of a sudden, if you say, I mean, Matt's a good guy. Matt, anyway.
Well, wait. I have people in my family that I love. They're in my family. And their understanding of the world is totally fucked up. So again, you're never going to make your point to me by using examples that just make me think if you had common sense in your head, you see what it was doing. This is the extent of politics I'll talk about. Everything that's going on in Minneapolis, in my mind, can be surmised in one way. It was created as a distraction. First of all, it was created as a distraction. Secondly, it was created as a thing to install fear in people.
Yeah. And it did.
And that's what it did. If that was what it was meant to do, it accomplished it. But other than that, to nitpicky aspects of it, to try and get people to change their understanding, it'll never happen. You'll never make people listen. I've been telling people for years, Pearl Jam sucks. No one will listen to me.
Well,
No
they
one.
have one good album, 10. I like 10. That's the only one I like.
How would you
Don't
rate it?
tell
on a scale
Kimbo
from
you
1 to
said that,
10,
or
Gary?
Chance. You know,
No, I mean, hey,
also it's so weird. You know what's weird? I'm going to go in a different direction now, if you don't mind. And I can take the joke and take the abuse because, you know, and I set myself up for it. I get it.
she went too far,
But
Matthew.
the handful of people, this whole thing about the quote, the membership thing I made that video about, you know, I have this member button and I didn't realize that about 25 people were members. And so what?
Vance's comment.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's just amazing that when someone like me puts out 5 or 6 videos a week and they get upset that members would get a video 3 days before they do. I mean, they complain I make too many videos already, but you know, that all of a sudden I'm doing a pay for play level and I'm shutting my channel down and doing that stuff. I don't understand that concept because I think I put out way more than maybe I should.
Well, hold on. Here's the deal, Mazzy. Here's the one aspect about you that I think you need to eliminate. And
Okay.
that's
Apologizing.
Well, more explaining yourself.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you need to explain yourself.
No, because I do take those things.
How many
a little
negative
personally.
comments, percentage wise, how many negative comments do you get?
Not many.
So it doesn't matter.
3%, 5% tops, not even that.
Right. Like right
Have
now.
you ever gotten a comment that's really hurt you? Not hurt you, but really made you say, wow, I got to think twice about this.
Well, you know, it's funny. I will give credit early on when Rob Walker started his analytical, he did a video or something, and he did his whole video about Michael 45 and Norman Maslov don't respond to every comment. And he had the percentage of comments that Michael and I did not respond to, yet Melinda Murphy responds to like 100%, which is great. I admire Melinda for that. And she takes the time to do that. I thought about that and I listened. I don't respond to everything now, but because of Rob Walker, I'll give him credit. I try to respond more than I used to. And I think I do. I don't respond to everyone. Sometimes I just do a thumbs up or whatever, peace sign. But I try to. But when you get hundreds of comments on your videos, you know, yes, I could spend, 2 hours commenting to everyone. But so there's something. Yeah.
And I hope Melinda's doing better because, we're looking forward to new videos.
Hey, Melinda, look, we have 166 people watching. Only about 20 people are really commenting in the chat. Melinda, Harry's concerned about you. Can you please understand that Harry hasn't been the same?
No. If you saw the picture of their car, that was a violent collision.
Hey, Rick, I didn't see that. Rick's, the answer to that, a lot of people don't pay for free. And a lot of people do like support channel where they do Patreons and that stuff. So the thing is, in theory, whether it's memberships or Patreon, you do kind of content that maybe outtakes or some special things. But then the people that pay for free feel that they're not invited to the party.
I'm thinking about starting a Patreon.
Here we go.
Let me know if you'll buy into this, people. My Patreon will have exclusive video of just me watching Mazzy's videos and making comments about it. Tell me if that's
okay. I gotta go.
And
it's
here, Here, just real quick, here's a little sample of me doing it. Ooh, bad choice, Mazzy.
Oh, I respect Melinda a lot, and I love watching her journey, how her growth has been with record collecting and all that stuff. And the reason she gets probably 99.9% positive things because she's a nice person and doesn't challenge, people in terms of getting a little snarky. That's not her thing. So I set myself up for those kind of.
Oh, hold on. I think Rob Walker, at least he used to be a nice, kind of pleasant dude. His wanting to force some sort of nonsense politics take seems weird and silly.
Well,
So
I
if you're
will
watching,
say,
hold on. If you're watching Rob Walker, go back to being the regular dude like everyone else is. Stop leading. Hold on. If you have a hardcore conservative point of view, kudos to you. No one wants to hear it. Just talk about your stupid ass music.
I will say the last thing I want to say about that is I did watch the last 45 minutes of that Rachel thing when I couldn't believe those fucking, and I hate, as a white man, those white guys that feel like all of a sudden they're the oppressed people of the world.
Thursday.
And they're living in these countries that the white man is being like eradicated. I just thought that was like a really fucked up, those people, give me a fucking break. So that's all I'll say.
Okay. Mazzy's angry. And if you want more anger like that, you got to pay him $5.
I'll watch your video on the Into the Outdoor.
Whose?
Vance.
All right. And by the way, Harry's not attacking that dog.
She's attacking. She's going to get groomed tomorrow. She needs it too. She's
okay. Everyone have a great day. Come back Thursday for more of this awesomeness. Bye.
Awesome sauce.